Hey,
Hey,
how y'all doing?
how y'all doing?
Welcome back. Welcome back to the pod. Woo, woo. Hello. I'm gonna be asking, where have you been? Well, a lot of changes have been going on in the residence, and that has prevented me from filming. However, we're back. Hooray! This being one of the changes. So, but anywho, welcome to the Boston Tea Party, where I found out your most deepest, darkest secrets, because that is the BOSTONTA. Honey, how are you doing today? I would go into detail about, yes, I don't have lenses. I do have glasses that have lenses. I don't wear them because I can see anything and everything because I've been wearing these for so long. Anywho, I could go into detail about the whole thing, but that's just a hassle. That's such a hassle. I will say though, I thought about recording audio with all the same like edits and whatnot. Then I was like, that's not gonna hit the same. So I guess I'll just wait till I record. These plants are real, by the way. If you are on the story, you probably know that I have like a ton of plants. I recently found out that I have 32 actually. I have 32 plants in this entire household, which is insane. Insane. But I actually got this one outside. This is not what we're here to. Anywho, the first thing that's been on my mind recently is I feel like let me start this off by saying this is no shade. This is no shade to the people I work with. I'm being so for real. This is no shade to the people I work with. But I do think that some jobs should require an entrance exam. Here's what I mean. You book the interview. Perfect. You're already winning. Then you come back for that second interview, whatever that is. You come back for that second interview, and then that's when they establish, here's your entrance exam. That being like 2 to 3 days of you doing the job. It's paid if you book the gig. If not, then I guess you just did free labor. But I guess it'll be paid either way. I don't know. Beyond me, above my pay grade, tell you what. But you do those 2 to 3 days of working the job. And then at the end of those 2 to 3 days, they decide, will they be a good fit? Yes or no? You know what I mean? Because if you know the job requires you to heavy lift, and you don't do that on a regular basis, then something isn't quite adding up. Because when you get to the job, now you're like, oh, I don't want to do that. Hey, that's what you're here to do. That's what they're paying you to do. Anywho, but I mean, if they're good at like something else, like customer service, then maybe on the floor is where they should be. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot. I'm gonna have to come back to that when I get done recording this episode. But a few weeks ago, I repotted the vast majority of my plants. They're growing leaves. I'm growing new plants. So not only do I have 32 plants, I have 37, maybe 38. Or, long story short, I think the job should have an entrance exam, because if you know what the job requires and then you get to the job and then it's like, oh, that's gonna be a no for me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you know what? I need the male ushers of the world to come back. Not even the male ushers of the world. Like, I really need Justin Bieber to realize he was a pop star, pop diva. I need him to realize that and come back to the game. I really do. And I think he realized that at Coachella when he was singing Beauty and the Beat. Was it Beauty and the Beat? I think it was Beauty and the Beat. He was singing that and he like jumped up the octave. I was like, you were pop star, pop diva. Like you really had the girls in a chokehold. You really had the girls in a chokehold. And I need you to come back to that. I really do. I really do. Because I'm seeing a lot of other guys go into the pop industry, and I'm like, ugh. Another one lost to indie. Another one lost to indie. And nothing wrong with indie pop. I can't get into it. It's a little too somber for me. I love a good hyper pop. I love a good, you know what I mean? I love to do a little, I love to do a little 1-2. You know what I mean? Pop a move. Okay. Pop a move. Anywho. Because the women in the industry, they're dominating because they're doing some shit on stage. All the men are just standing there looking pretty. I need you to, you know what I mean? I need you to get down, okay? I need you to sing, do a little song, do a little dance. You know what I mean? I feel like some of the rappers out here would have insane performances if they got up there and danced too. You know what I mean? The women out here doing it, why can't men too? Okay? Anywho, I need them to do a little 1-2. I do. I really do. It's starting to get a little boring out here. Also, the thing that I was going to come back to earlier, like I said, I'm a part of the Alphabet Mafia. And I am required to rep my flag. Hooray. However, it's kind of hard to do that when it looks absolutely atrocious. It looks disgusting. Like, I need whoever thought of the rainbow to be our logo, our symbol. I need you to step forward, please. I need you to step forward and tell me why you thought that was a good idea. Because now when I see pride collections everywhere, I'm like, ugh. That looks disgusting. I hate to break it to ya. But I mean, whatever makes you money. Whatever makes you money. And I think it would make more money if you didn't do the regular. Like if somebody put out a denim collection, like a pride denim collection, most people would slap a rainbow on the back or in the hems and call it a day. That ew. However, if they did a white jacket and pant with purple, blue, and pink splotches all over, I think that would be sick. I think that would be sick. And they need to be the splotches that are in the opening to Yuri on Ice. Side note, that's a good anime. You should really get into that. You should really get into that. Whoever canceled that show for its season 2, count your days. Count your days. Whoever canceled the movie, also count your days. Count your days. Because when I find you, it's over. It's over. Anywho. I really just need to remember everything that I was going to say the past couple of weeks, because there was a lot, truth be told. Like, there was a lot that I wanted to say and wanted to talk about on here, but I couldn't. I just had to post it on the story and call it a day. Oh, you know what? Let me tell you something, okay? Whoever is the head of the distribution center of the place that I work, the Wally Ollie, I need you to step forward. Because I'm tired of opening these trucks and getting these whack pallets. I'm sick. Okay? I open the truck. What in your right mind thinks it's okay to put water on top of another water pallet? What in your right mind does that make sense? What really baffles me, I posted it on my story a while back, but they put a water pallet and then a tissue pallet on top of that. So it's a double stack pallet. They knew it was going to fall over. They had a contingency plan in the event that it falls over in transportation. But there are ratchet straps in the truck, right? So on the left side of the truck, when you open it, the ratchet straps are in front of the pallet. Because ooh, it's the very honey. I got to the limit of my recording. So, hooray. Anywho, back to what I was saying. There are ratchet straps on the left side of the truck that are in front of the pallet. These 3 ratchet straps wrap around the pallet and then are placed. If you knew that the pallet was going to fall over, okay, why didn't you just down stack the pallet on the other side of the truck? Because truth be told, they could have fit 3 more pallets in the truck. They could have fit 3 more pallets in that truck, and you decide that, maybe I should just stack it on top. That's not going to cause any problems in the future. And in the event that it does, we'll just ratchet strap it in. Easy peasy. No, I ought to upsize your target. But with that being said, that's the Boston Tea Party, honey. And I'll see you at the next party. Who bought? I know somebody's not popping fireworks right now. It is 4:43. It is 4:43 p.m. Ain't no way you are popping fireworks right now. Anyways, let me get off. I'll see y'all at the next party. Catch you next time.